The NSAA Boys State Basketball Championships on News Channel Nebraska are presented by Currency, Allo, Liberty First Credit Union, Woodhouse Auto, and by Midwest Bank.
Final two games of the day here in Class D2 from the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln, Nebraska. Boys State Basketball Day 1 almost complete, but the word almost, we're not quite done yet. Kaylin Devin alongside Andy Klassen, and we have a fun one to get us started here in the nightcap. The second-seeded Maywood Hayes Center Wolves looking to take on the seventh-seeded Elm Creek Buffaloes. Andy, two teams, two different styles of play.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of a contrast to one another. Mayhay, they want to bring the mayhem, right? They want to get up and down the court. They're so lengthy. They play this 1-3-1 zone. They got great size and athleticism. They churn you over, and they can score, and they score in bunches. 3 of their last 5 games, they put up over 70 points.
Wow. They score a lot of points. Now, meanwhile, Elm Creek, they like to slow down the tempo a little bit, maybe not get after it as much. What's going to be Elm Creek's game plan against Maywood Hayes Center?
Well, it's just that. They're a defensive-minded team, and guess what travels? Defense. They like to get you in the half court, and they're so versatile defensively. Very disciplined, and like I said, if there's one thing that travels down to Lincoln with it, it's your defense, so that's going to give the Buffaloes a good chance this evening.
And these teams know each other a little bit. They were in the sub-district with each other last year. Both teams made it to the state tournament, both Maywood Hayes Center and Elm Creek. They weren't able to play each other at state last year, but both teams back for the second straight year.
You're exactly right. And Elmwood, they've tripped a couple times. I think they lost 4 of the last 6. But that's the teams that are all down here at the state tournament. So that can serve them very well now, knowing that they're battle-tested and they can hang in there.
We're going to throw the seedings out the window. Maywood Hayes Center, Elm Creek, it's coming up. We'll tell you exactly who to look out for when it comes to the Wolves and the Buffaloes coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
A new year, a fresh start, a resolution to grow more, gain more, give more. The process is the same: plant, grow, harvest. But the way you do it is always evolving. And so are we, Aurora Cooperative. Grow, gain, give. Aurora and you.
Welcome back to News Channel Nebraska as Maywood Hayes Center and Elm Creek set to do battle the 2-seed and the 7-seed. Kaylin Devin, Andy Klassen. Let's talk a little bit about what kind of players can we look out for here tonight. We'll start with Maywood Hayes Center. This 2-seed is led by a very tall bunch, led by Jerry Ingeson, a guy who was really good in their tournament team a year ago. He's taken over that leadership role this season.
He really has. Jerry's not just a big dog. He's a big wolf, right? The Mayhay Wolves. And you want to talk about his scoring, and he puts in 20 a game, but it's his defense that I really love. Over 79 steals on the season, 31 blocks. He's a rim protector on the back end of that zone.
Someone watch out for when it comes to the defense for Maywood Hayes Center. Meanwhile, for Elm Creek, watch out for Quinn Oberg. He's a guy who can score from anywhere on the court. Going to be the spark plug tonight for the Buffaloes.
That's a great way to put it, the spark plug. Only a sophomore, but he's a pure scorer. He can score in so many different ways, and it all kind of starts with him offensively. Kind of gets him into their offense, and a lot of times finishes on the offensive end scoring.
Maywood Hayes Center and Elm Creek, it's coming up on News Channel Nebraska, but let's send it over to the third member of our broadcast, Michael Shively.
The Maywood Hayes Center boys basketball team has some NBA flair to it. You might see some dunks today. They're known to do it. As a matter of fact, they've counted 110 dunks over the past 2 seasons. And that is a stat that the coaches keep for Maywood Hayes Center. On top of that, they wear it on their chest. They go by Lob Village. It's paying homage to Lob City, the LA Clippers teams with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. Says Lob Village on the warm-ups. Underneath that, it's a logo reminiscent of the classic Seattle Supersonics logo, but instead of the Space Needle, it's a Maywood water tower, rather a Maywood grain elevator and a Hayes Center water tower. So some NBA flair both on the court and on their chest during warm-ups. We'll see if they have some NBA level highlights on the court here tonight. Stick around. We have starting lineups and tip-off coming up on News Channel Nebraska.
To sum up the past 20 years in one word, exceptional. It's one of our core values. But our people have been truly exceptional. Our customer support has been exceptional. In 20 years, where will Allo be? When we started, we were just a business fiber company. Then the demand came from residential. Now the products of both business and residential just continue to expand. We've got to start with customers' needs and always work backwards. The customers will tell us, and our teammates will take us there.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
The pregame show is sponsored by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports.
Hi, this is Misty. Here at Family Physical Therapy, we strive to go beyond your symptoms, ensuring you have access to quality, individualized care. We offer physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Family Physical Therapy has an excellent staff that cares about our patients' success. Whether you're suffering from a sports injury, a stroke, or working to improve balance and coordination, Family Physical Therapy is here to help. When you're here, your family. Visit us at one of our many Nebraska locations today.
News Channel Nebraska, thanks for joining us as we are ready for Class D2 basketball. The second seed Maywood Hayes Center Wolves looking to take on the 7th seeded Elm Creek Buffaloes. Kaylin Devin, Andy Klassen joining you on NCN. Let's take a look at our school spotlight brought to you by Currency. If your business needs help financing big ticket items, Currency is here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. Elm Creek 14th appearance, but their first back-to-back appearance since 1922-23, so over 100 years for the Buffaloes for back-to-back.
I'm sure you remember those 22 and 23 teams, Kaylin. They were fantastic, and they have, I would say this squad is right there with them, though.
I remember them like it was yesterday. Let's take a look at Maywood Hayes Center. Champions back in 1928. You remember that one. You were there. Yeah. Second appearance as their co-op. They made it last year. This is also the second straight time Maywood Hayes Center is back here. Yeah, and a lot of fun. You know, a fun team to follow, to watch, and to cheer for. They got those neon green uniforms, a couple communities coming together, and boy, they are sports and athletic and basketball minded as a community, that's for sure. Head coach of Maywood Hayes Center, Colby Hamilton. Head coach of Elm Creek is Tanner Cavany. Let's take a look at our bracket here. So Shelton, hey, hold on. They were in a tough one against Humphrey St. Francis, but they pulled through with the victory. Also, why not with the win over St. Mary's?
Big win.
This is NCN. We're back with more next.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
I love our Nebraska public schools. As a mom of high school students, I see the value public schools bring to our communities every day. It's where families come together to cheer for our teams, engage with our teachers, and build long-lasting, trusted relationships in our communities. It's where our kids get the skills and opportunities they need to succeed. I don't know if it's that way in other states, but here in Nebraska, public schools are the heart of our communities.
Life is a wild ride. It's important to have a trusted partner along the way. Liberty First Credit Union exists to provide its members with affordable financial services. Whether it is a large purchase, a new car or home remodel, overcoming obstacles, or chasing your dreams, financing life is what we do best. Give us a call or visit libertyfirstcu.com.
In every community, there are unsung heroes. They're the ones who make a real difference every single day. News Channel Nebraska and Medica want to thank our community heroes, and now it's your chance to shine a spotlight on them. Nominate your local hero and let their story inspire us all. Winners get to donate $1,000 to a nonprofit of their choice, with over $5,000 donated to date. Together, we can celebrate those who make our communities brighter.
At Zollner Ford, come and see our great selection of new Ford vehicles. Whether you're looking to buy new or you need a car serviced, it's our pleasure to assist you. Our online website makes shopping even easier. Browse our massive inventory of vehicles or schedule your next maintenance appointment. We even offer drop-off and pickup services. Stop by today or visit us online at zollnerofbeatrice.com.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Aloe. You deserve the fiber things in life. Aloe Fiber. And by Unity Eye Centers, your provider of choice in Norfolk, Columbus, Grand Island, Pierce, and St. Paul.
Got the second half of our D2 bracket here today in day one of the boys state tournament in Lincoln, Nebraska. The Devaney Center, Caitlin Deppen, Andy Klassen joining you. And as we've got Elm Creek, our starting lineups brought to you by Unity Eye Centers, your provider of choice in Norfolk, Columbus, Grand Island, Pearson, St. Paul. Cade Sint, Andrew Harbour, Isaiah Quintana, Quinn Oberg, and Nicholas Brummels. There you go for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, I think they got just enough length to kind of keep Maywood Hayes Center at bay, but they're really going to have to work the boards, and they've had troubles in the past rebounding the basketball.
Now here is Maywood Hayes Center on the bench and ready to hear their names announced. Cody Schwenk, Gage Gerlach, Hayden Farr, Jerry Ingeson, and Jackson Anders. And look at those unis.
Yeah, great team length across that starting five. Very athletic bunch. And I tell you what, watched them come out during warm-ups. As soon as that clock started, they were on the gym, hooping and hollering, pumping each other up. This is an energetic bunch, to say the least.
And led by that guy, Jerry Ingeson. He's been one of the most vocal leaders for Maywood Hayes Center. Well, let's talk about these two teams. How did they get here? Well, Maywood Hayes Center took down Potter Dix 60-21 to get here. Had a 27-0 lead in the middle of the second quarter before Potter Dix scored. Jerry Ingeson had 20 points in that game, dunked multiple times. Meanwhile, Elm Creek defeated Paxton 50-44, trailed late in the third quarter, down by as much as 9 points, but really found a bit of momentum. Brummels had 22, Quintana had 18, and Elm Creek back at state for the second straight year.
You know, that really tells the story of both squads. Elm Creek, the Buffaloes, they're a gritty bunch. And on the other side, Mayhay, they can put it on you in a hurry. Yes, they're a scoring machine, but their defense, they left Potter Dix scoreless in the first and fourth quarters. Just unbelievable.
These teams ready to duke it out on the court. They were in their own sub-district together a year ago. Didn't play this season. But both teams know a little bit about each other. Head coach Colby Hamilton for Maywood Hayes Center, Tanner Cavany for Elm Creek. And the tip-off is won by the Wolves. Flipping it left side, going quickly for Maywood Hayes Center. Gets it over to Jerry Ingeson. And he's going to be the kick starter today. Top for Gerlach. Cross-court pass, high pass into the stands. Turnover forced by the Buffaloes.
There you go. Right away, that defense shaded a lot of attention towards Ingeson.
A little too tall, looking for Cody Schwenk, and here come the Elm Creek Buffaloes. Right side for Quintana, now over to the left for Oberg. Stepping in, kick out right side, faking that movement in. Elm Creek can be patient here.
Yeah, good ball movement, but they got to be decisive. When it gets sticky, that's when they get in trouble.
Quintana, right wing, quick pass tipped away. There's that 1-3-1 working for Maywood Hayes Center. Look at it again, everywhere. Hands, bodies, arms, and legs.
Yeah, they just gobble up so much space on the court with that team length. Play with great anticipation, get in those passing lanes. Look at this zone get extended out well beyond the three-point line.
Right wing three, Quintana, buckets to start the game. Elm Creek up 3-0.
That's a big bucket for Elm Creek to start off things. Get rid of that goose egg right away. That's a big three, finding the soft spot in that zone.
Working in far, pull-up jumper, Hayden Farr, no good. Elm Creek secures the rebound with Andrew Harbor.
You had multiple Buffaloes boxing out there. You can tell they know that's going to be a key.
Sint drive, no foul called, but lost it out of bounds. It will stay with Elm Creek. Last touch by the Wolves.
I think you really got to like how Elm Creek, like you mentioned, is being patient with the basketball, finding their shooters.
And they find it again with Andrew Harbor on the board with a bucket. It's a 5-0 Elm Creek lead.
Right away, changing things up, shooting early in the possession there, right off the inbounds pass. Almost like they caught the Wolves off guard.
Ingeson to Farr, he'll shoot the three, and in and out. Bounce pass led up the court to Quintana to again slow things down.
You can't get caught in that trap. That's a tough spot to be in right there.
You've got you're trapped between 6'3" Hayden Farr and 6'7" Jerry Ingeson. And man, Farr, you could convince me he's taller than 6'3".
Right. Definitely carries himself that way, and you just have to be aware of that as a ball guard. Don't get yourself in trouble. Don't lose your dribble.
Pass inside, kick it out. Wide open for three. Oberg, a little too long. The rebound corralled by Farr. Now looking to move quickly. Bounce pass, no looker. Couldn't find anyone. Oh. Buffaloes had it. Now poked down, and two guys on the ground. It's Hayden Farr.
So you had multiple guys trailing there for Maywood Hayes Center, but just because you're setting up your transition offense, trying to score off the fast break, you don't have to do so. I kind of felt like they forced it that last occasion.
The foul going against Brummels. It's the first of the game for either side. And that puts Cade Sint. We'll actually switch it up here and give it to Hayden Farr to pass it in. Back to Farr, creates some space with the right hand, in and out again. Schwenk is there with the basketball. Mayhay not able to find any offense yet. Extra pass into the corner. Gerlach now here's a three-pointer left wing, no good from Ingeson. Rebound fought for, and it's a jump ball. Elm Creek wanted a foul. Cade Sint wrapped up.
Well, we heard some chatter about this, the dreaded over the back call. You have to be boxing out, I guess, in order to get that type of a call. A lot of contact, obviously.
And Cade Sint couldn't believe it. Under 5 to play, first quarter, 5-0.
Uh-oh.
That pass too long. Into the stands.
Both teams seem a little hyped right now, don't they? We've seen both teams with some long passes kind of sail on them a little bit, turnovers.
State tournament action can get anybody hyped up. Ingeson into the corner. Anders wanted the three. Now passing it off. Right side Ingeson. Three-pointer left wing. Schwenk, no good. And there's a foul. Our first quarter today brought to you by John Henry's, our family serving yours.
Tonight's officials, Jordan, Kenny, Christopher Wright, and Chris Kaborik. And for those who are saying, is that the Chris Kaborik? You're right. He is the fill-in as the president of the university for Ted Carter, while Ted Carter gets ready to head on over to Ohio State. Kind of a lateral move there, wouldn't you say? Or,
I think
no,
so, too.
Maybe step down.
Yeah. So, Chris, does he own Nebraska, or does that how that work?
He's definitely one of the bigwigs, wouldn't you say?
I think so. This pass into the corner. Ober quickly inside. Sint works his way in. Couldn't knock it down. Had a really nice look. Wolves still scoreless. Gerlach for three. No. Schwenk fights for the rebound. He's on it, and a jump ball. There's a tie-up. Love the hustle from Gerlach.
Yeah, absolutely love the defensive philosophy that Elm Creek has come out here with. They've really packed it inside. They don't allow any showtime at the rim, and they're saying we're going to live and die by your three. If you're knocking them down, so be it. But we'd rather make you make that 30-foot shot rather than the 2-foot shot.
Inbound to Anders for three. No, there's another offensive rebound. Ingeson, and then this last touched by Elm Creek, but the hustle for the Buffaloes cannot be understated.
And they're rotating in multiple guys multiple times. Here comes another one to try and keep that defensive intensity at a 10.
Head coach Tanner Cavaney, 20th year with Elm Creek on your screen a moment ago. Now taking the three, a little bit short. And gives it away off the rebound to Quintana. Now high up, a little bit too long. Brummels and Elm Creek, they're kind of getting into that speed you'd like for them to slow down a bit. They've got the 5-0 early start, but Elm Creek, they're known as a little bit of a slower tempo.
Half-court style team, but I think they're just kind of throwing the kitchen sink right now at Maywood Hayes, and I'll tell you what, it's working out. I don't think anyone's kept them scoreless this long to start a ball game.
Usually it's the other way around. This pass couldn't quite tightrope it on the sideline. Gerlach wanted it, goes out of bounds.
And right there, that's not like tight on-ball pressure or anything, but they're just giving them something to think about. They're just getting in their face, just disrupting a natural flow or walk up the court with the ball.
Open on the three-point line, no. Offensive rebound, right place, right time, and a foul for Jeremiah Shoemaker going to the free throw line.
Shoemaker has a couple boards already, does a really nice job timing those up just around the rim, getting himself involved, and now he's at the foul line. Well, you got to think that the running Wolves here for Mayhay, they got to be getting a little frustrated, don't they, offensively? You know, they're so used to just running it up and filling up the cup. Still held scoreless, and boy, they're hoisting up a lot of threes, and they're in and out. They're not bad looks. They're not bad takes. Most of them, you know, they're wide open, but they're just not falling right now.
I think if you're Colby Hamilton, you can say, hey, we got the size. Let's work inside. Missed free throw, offensive rebound. The ball movement was there. Doesn't result in anything. Here comes Ingeson. He's fouled.
On the floor, that's the right call. Official with authority there. Well done.
Maywood Hayes Center, a town, or I should say a team of many nicknames. MHC, Mayhay, Lob Village. Here's a three, no. Offensive rebound. Working back into Ingeson. Kick out open. That's good. Finally, Maywood Hayes Center breaks the streak with a three from Cody Schwenk.
Schwenk, the junior guard, standing at 5'8", finally knocks one down for the Wolves.
Now inside Elm Creek, Oberg, bounce pass out, puts up the floater, Sint. There's the rebound for Mayhay.
You gotta like how Elm Creek is attacking, but don't rush the shot. It's okay to kind of be in a hurry there and try and, you know, push the tempo a little bit. I'm okay with that, changing gears, but don't rush your shot.
double teaming Ingerson on the inside, so he backs it back out. Now he takes a three. Missed that one a little long. Elm Creek with a run out pass, maybe too hot. Nicely done to slow it down for Sint. Three-pointer left wing, no. There's the rebound. Again, for Maywood Hayes Center, Ingerson pulls it in.
It's got quite the vertical.
Floater up and good. Gage Gerlach, the senior hard worker, 6'4". He's on the board. It's a 1-point game.
Yeah, I think if you're a fan of the Wolves, you like that. Getting it inside, use your length. Nice little turnaround down there.
Dribble drive, left hand. Couldn't quite knock it in there. Gerlach with the rebound. Wolves get out without any trouble. Trying to back it back out. One of the things about Elm Creek, their defense, they have so many different looks, and here's a three for the lead, Hayden Farr.
Harbor was actually out there that time. He didn't get lost, rotating defensively.
Forcing a turnover. 8-0 run for Maywood Hayes Center, and it goes off Elm Creek and stays with the Wolves.
And we got a full line change here for early. Both squads, couple of guys come in for Elm Creek, the old Buffaloes. And 3 guys enter in for the Wolves. Just under a minute to go.
Maywood Hayes Center trying to figure out what kind of defense Elm Creek will stick with. They've been known to switch so many times throughout the duration of the year.
Well, it looks like a man-to-man initially, but then you see the double team on Ingerson and others. And I think it's more than anything, they just want to pack it inside, give you that matchup zone look.
Multiple turnovers right in a row. Bounce pass to Oberg, low post, creates space and can't finish. And a nice Wolves rebound.
Oh, that was a heck of a steal by Quintana. That time for the Buffaloes.
Under 20 to play first quarter. Elm Creek had a 6-0 run. Now Mayhay on an 8-0 run. They've got a 2-point lead. Down to 10. Hayden Farr can pick his shot. 3 seconds. Wants something out here. Farr's got to put it up. Doesn't do it before time runs out. Low scoring, but it's been fun and tight between Maywood Hayes Center and Elm Creek. Wolves ahead by 2 points on News Channel Nebraska. Second quarter. It's coming up.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Aloe. You deserve the fiber things in life. Aloe Fiber. And by Unity Eye Centers, your provider of choice in Norfolk, Columbus, Grand Island, Pierce, and St. Paul.
Maywood Hayes Center, 8-0 run, and the Wolves are up by 2 against the Buffaloes from Elm Creek. 2-7 matchup here in Class D2. Kalen Debin, Andy Klassen on News Channel Nebraska.
It hasn't been easy, though, for the running Wolves of Maywood Hayes Center. Finally, over midway through there, you had Colby Schwenk knock down that three, and that kind of got the scoring kick started for the Wolves.
Sin tries to find a space, kick out. Oberg looking for his first points. No, not yet. He's their leading scorer and hasn't found anything yet.
Yeah, both teams are having trouble scoring from beyond the arc.
Ingerson down hard to the court. Ingerson trying to direct traffic.
So you say matchup zone because, yeah, it looks like man-to-man right now, but there's one guy on the backside that always kind of shades into the lane and clogs things up. That leaves the shooter open beyond the arc. Here you go.
Open for three. It's good. Jackson Anders. He scores his first points of the day, and it's another Maywood Hayes Center three. Three of them in the first half.
That was a deep one, too.
Something that Colby Hamilton said he was pretty happy about. Yes, they love their lobs, they love their dunks in Maywood Hayes Center, but they've gotten pretty decent at shooting the three ball.
Yeah. Yeah, they're more than just a highlight reel. They can play disciplined basketball, spot up, shoot, get in that half-court offense.
Yeah, and that's an over and back. And goes against Andrew Harbor. Credit to him, he had the rebound.
Got to get position, though, through one of the Wolves there to get that ball.
Hayden falls it in. Schwenk. Now back inside. Schwenk lost it out of bounds. Nice defense. Quintana messed with him in the ball trajectory a little bit.
Just kind of felt like that little bit of a press, you know, it doesn't allow for Maywood Hayes Center to just walk the ball up the court, just kind of screws up their timing.
Oberg now back inside. Elm Creek gonna have a tough time trying to find anything on the inside as this forces a turnover. Here comes Ingeson, one-on-one, finds Farr, throw down, two-hand jam, Hayden Farr.
Whoa.
And a big foul on the other end. Look at Colby Hamilton. He wanted a charge, and Ingeson's trying to plead his case. Watch this throwdown from Farr.
Yep.
Oh.
And Ingeson did an excellent job setting that up, drifting out, bringing that defender with them, opening up that clear lane for the two-hand slam.
They love to do it. 13-6 inside, right-hand foul called, and that sends Cade Sint to the free throw line.
Sint did a great job being aggressive. Didn't come down with the ball, just attacked the rim. He's getting a good look at head coach Colby Hamilton there for Maywood Hayes Center. Kind of looks like a basketball guy, doesn't he?
He was a basketball guy. He wanted to play in the NBA, settled for Doane. That works. But originally from Thetford, actually coached there for a while, 74-50 in 5 years at Thetford, now taking over for Maywood Hayes Center. He coached a lot of things. He fired himself from coaching golf. He said it was too much. You know, you're gonna enjoy that in the offseason now. Free throw, second one good from Sint.
You hear that a lot, you know, guys turn their hobby into a job, then they kind of regret it.
Yeah, I know, I get it, I understand. With the left hand. Trying to work in. Look at his defense. Wanted a jump ball. Sint looked at the official, and instead it turns into a turnover.
Credit Elm Creek for just being so pesky on defense, causing a lot of problems for Maywood Hayes Center right now.
That's what it's going to take against a group of guys like this. Sint fouled.
Sint did a fantastic job going and snagging that pass. Had he not been that aggressive with that cut to the rim, that would have got stolen.
Foul goes against Gage Gerlach of Maywood Hayes Center and puts Sint right back on the free throw line. Went 1 of 2 a moment ago. This one hits every which way and drops.
All right, gets the roll. There's head coach Tanner Kavesi.
Grew up in Minden, attended UNK. Mom was a golf coach at Minden, so you tie golf back in there.
So we got UNK Lopers represented here on the coaching staff. We got the Doane Tigers. And I believe I saw a Doane Tiger scout up in the stands earlier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe a friend of Colby's, you never know. Head coach of Elm Creek, Tanner Cavity. He's been there for 20 years. Here's a look at Colby Hamilton. Checking into the game now is Grady Erickson, the sophomore for the Wolves. Five-point game, 5:46 to play first half. Second free throw, no good. An early 50% at the line for Sint. Back inside off the roll. Here comes Ingeson, too strong, and a late whistle, but a whistle nonetheless. And Jerry Ingeson heading to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's a really tough shot. That little runner on the baseline. Get a look at it right here on your 5-point spank instant replay. And I mean, he didn't just fall on his own there. There was contact.
Misses the free throw. Jerry Ingeson, senior, 6'7", 20-point per game average, 10.5 or 10.4 rebounds. I mean, how do you stop a team like this that has the size? You have a guy like Jerry causing trouble on both ends.
But I like what he does at the top of that 1-3-1 zone. So active with his hands. That's how he has 80 steals on the season.
Oberg yet to score. Leading score for Elm Creek. He's got it, drives in. Oberg, no. Sint with the rebound and then denied. Three-pointer off of it, no either.
Well, that would have been a nice little get there for the Buffalo offense. Coming off of a block, he had a free look, base, corner three.
Looking back inside for Ingeson. Finds it, got it.
The double team was there, but it didn't matter, just overmatched.
8-point lead for Maywood Hayes Center. Oberg on the drive. Defense causing issues for Elm Creek.
Yeah, it just feels like this is an important part of the game. You don't want to get down by double digits here.
Oberg left it a little bit to the left. Ingeson up the court. To Erickson, off the glass, no good. Rebound back up with the rejection on the ball. Keeps it up in the air and knocks it in. It's Callis.
Callis. Nice job getting position. Uh-oh, look out.
Oberg inside to Sint, waits for the defense to crash down, knocks it down, the shot, and heading to the line.
He's been at the line multiple times, just how heady of a ball player he is. Look at that excellent ball fake, using that aggressive nature to the detriment of the Wolves here. And this is a good place for Elm Creek to be, trying, keep it within 8, 10 points and score at the foul line.
Good opportunity to do that for Cade Sint. Puts down the free throw. And he's got 5 points, leads the team for Elm Creek. As Quinn Oberg checks out of the game. Oberg checks out and gets some coaching from Cavani. Kick out. Callis a three. No. Another offensive rebound. Ingeson fouled on his way back up.
I mean, I know Buffalo fans wearing that navy and gold here, don't like it. But he took on a lot of contact on that putback. I think that was a pretty good whistle.
When you think about, like, let's say Zach Edey, for Purdue. I mean, obviously different players,
right?
But fouls they're going to happen, even if you're high, if you're tall, you're gonna get hacked. You're gonna draw contact because everybody's trying to stop you.
And you saw Brummels come down with that bar arm there. Obvious foul.
1 of 2 at the line for Ingeson. Now quickly on the other end, Elm Creek, and a blocking foul.
Got to appreciate this wrinkle that Elm Creek has thrown in the game, and that is being aggressive and try and run, push the tempo on Maywood Hayes Center.
Colton Kime with the basketball to the free throw line.
I think everybody just kind of assumed that the Buffaloes were going to sit back, try and turn it into a half-court, grinded-out game. Really like how they've churned it up at spots, not all the time, but at key moments throughout this first half.
Oberg checks back in. Kime, the freshman at the free throw line, hits the first. Always good seeing some young faces in. Kime tries to make it a 6-point game. In and out. A foul against Elm Creek.
Yeah, that's just kind of sending a message right there from the officials. Clean it up, guys. We don't want to get this turned into like a shoving match. Guy has you boxed out in position. Let it go.
Stepped out of bounds. Grady Erickson.
Colton Kime with a nifty little play there. Had his arms up in the air, just kind of riding the guy out of bounds.
The sideline is your friend. Remember,
Yes.
it's the defender.
That 6th defender, you got to use him.
Oberg inside, connects. Quinn Oberg finally on the board for Elm Creek, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, that's a big bucket for the Buffalo.
Ingeson dishes it off to Bros, now in the corner, back to Ingeson, lobs it up there. Ingeson gets blocked, grabs his own rebound, and finishes.
Leads all rebounders with 5.
Oberg tries to keep it in, and Ingeson puts his fingertips on it. Comes away with the turnover, stops, goes inside, works around the charge to the set, goes back up with the left hand, and is a maestro, finishes once again.
This is a dangerous run right now for the Buffaloes. They got to slow things down, I feel.
The lead is 9, a 4-0 quick little run for Maywood Hayes Center. Pass in off of Oberg, he's able to keep it. Gives it away, and that's too long. Put back, no.
Now they're close, but this pace definitely favors the Wolves of Maywood Hayes Center.
And Colton Kime picks up a foul, trying to run down Gerlach. 2:27 to play first half. Mayhay 23, Elm Creek 14, and 2 free throws coming. Both teams in the bonus.
Some excited fans there from Maywood Hayes Center.
Erickson free throw, good. I mean, both teams traveled quite a ways to make it here today.
Yep, representing Old Central, Western Central Nebraska.
I think that's the best part about state basketball is seeing everyone come down in droves from their school, representing the teams.
Yep.
And more importantly, the players.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of different faces check into this game. That's been a lot of fun, too.
Ingeson brings the energy up top. Oberg, no, this is a shot that's missed by Brummels.
Callis has done that a couple times now. Just has a knack for getting position. Slid right underneath one of the Elm Creek players trying to get underneath for the rebound.
Here's Bros. That pass tipped away and taken by Sint. Slows down momentum, finds Quintana. And then poked away Ingeson. Here we go. The throwdown. Look at the energy.
Yeah. He wanted that one. He's been looking for that steal. This entire game, finally got one.
Now up with some contact, no good. And the thing about Maywood Hayes Center is getting the dunks at the state level. This pass thrown away. Brummels runs into him, and it's an offensive foul.
That was really his only chance there. A 2-on-1 fast break off the errant pass from Ingeson, but right away amends for it by taking the charge. And exactly
watch this again.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you didn't want to see if you're an Elm Creek fan. You had the 2-on-1.
And I think Brummels knew that he could have tried to go around, but he drew that contact inside.
Yeah. Was hoping Jerry would still be in a little bit of a back pedal there.
1:22 remaining, 13-point Maywood Hayes Center lead. Gets it up to Farr. Farr can't put it up in time. Elm Creek needs to find a little bit of hot momentum here.
Uh-oh. And I talked about in the pregame, Kalen. Yes, it's easy and it's a lot of fun to talk about the Wolves and their high-flying offense, but it's their defense that really separates them. It allows them to score in transition. You see the energy. You mentioned it a couple of times. Did you see multiple bodies there dive out of bounds trying to save that possession just a moment ago?
Underneath, Sint on the wing, goes up high off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound, back up, and no, trying to fight for it. And the jump ball favors the Wolves.
Sint's done a really nice job attacking on the offensive end. Just a little heavy off the glass.
Ingeson to pass it in. And with 46 seconds on the clock, Maywood Hayes Center can either hold for the last shot or just take anything open. Here's a three. It's good.
Yep.
Erickson, his first field goal is a three, and the Wolves lead by 16. Oberg kick out three-pointer. That's no good from Harbor. We'll have another chance. Bros up the court. Lost out of bounds. And it stays with Maywood Hayes Center.
Don't mind the take there from Harbor. The corner three was wide open. And hey, they're going to have to knock down some shots like that to chip away and get back in this.
Get ready for our halftime highlights as well, brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Sartor Heyman will help make your jewelry dreams come true here in about a little bit longer than 15 seconds. 15 seconds left in the half. This pass is taken away off the inbound. Here comes Sint. 9 seconds and fouled. That sends Cade Sint back to the free throw line for his fourth trip.
Yeah, those guys that have that high basketball IQ you hear about, Cade Sint is definitely there. The way he uses his pivot foot, the ball fake, manipulates defenders, gets them up in the air, leaves their feet. That's why he's always at the foul line.
And knocks down the first.
Got that shooter's roll too. I don't know if we've had a free throw yet where he doesn't catch some iron, but a lot of times they rattle home.
No, not quite there. 6 seconds. Maywood Hayes Center has 2.1 to get something up. Elm Creek would love a stop to send it into the locker room.
Youngsters with some attitude there. Mayhay.
Gerlach to find the open man. Anders, he takes the three. No. And Maywood Hayes Center, a little slow at the start, has found their rhythm and leading Elm Creek 30-15. Buffaloes would love to have a big third quarter. As the teams head to the locker room, they'll talk about it. We'll come on back with our halftime stats, analysis, and our halftime highlights brought to you by Sartor Heyman. It's all coming up on 94 on News Channel Nebraska.
Champions are crowned each year in Lincoln. All of us at Visit Lincoln welcome the athletes, families, and fans from across Nebraska to our community. When the final whistle blows and the game ends, make sure to discover how Lincoln can make your stay even more memorable. Stop by the Visitor Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit us on the web at lincoln.org. Visit Lincoln is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Zollner Ford and Lincoln. Meeting your sales, service, and parts needs. 5 Points Bank. Trust the better bank for your financial needs. And by Family Physical Therapy, getting you back in the game.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Sartor Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Sartor Heyman. I love it.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Sartor Heyman.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure. We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes. The wedding bands. We'll be back for that.
Sartor Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
I've had the opportunity to work with so many outstanding students and parents in my 37 years as a public school teacher. The two things I've noticed they all have in common: a love for their community and a pride in their school. I've seen that pride in my science students who become scientists, in parents who show up for every game and every parent-teacher conference, in former students who become community leaders. Nebraska public schools are indeed the heart of our communities.
A 15-point lead for Maywood Hayes Center over Elm Creek, but just being at this point is a dream come true for senior Drew Harbor for Elm Creek, not just because he's a sports-crazed high schooler eager to compete at the state tournament, but because he's happy just to be on the basketball court. Towards the end of his sophomore season, he wasn't quite himself. He was experiencing cramps and back pain, and one day his parents, Carrie and Ryan, decided something is just not right. They took him to the hospital, and the local doctor said, no, there is definitely something that is wrong, and he was airlifted to an Omaha hospital for special treatments. He was diagnosed there by doctors with IVC atresia, a vascular disorder that leads to hundreds of blood clots. 3 surgeries later, after a 10-day stay at the hospital, he was released. At that point, doctors said it's likely he'll never play sports again. But leave it to the sports-crazed Drew Harbor. He worked back, got cleared to play basketball, and is starting in his senior season helping lead the Buffaloes to the state tournament. An inspiring story from Elm Creek. Buffaloes, they have a lot of work to do. Down big at halftime. We have your halftime highlights, some thoughts. The start of the third quarter on the way on News Channel Nebraska.
John Henry's is now offering electrical service. Our service professionals have been helping with plumbing, heating, and cooling in Lincoln and the surrounding areas for more than 25 years. Now, we're proud to offer the same level of professionalism in our new electrical service. From a whole home rewire to adding new outlets or electric car chargers, John Henry's can be your one-stop shop for all your home's needs. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical. Our family serving yours since 1996.
Start your next journey with Woodhouse. Our commitment extends beyond just selling cars. We offer an unparalleled car buying experience that allows you to shop and buy all online. Explore an array of new brands, makes, and models, as well as our large selection of pre-owned vehicles. And it's easy to get started today with our streamlined purchasing process online, granting you the freedom to secure your next vehicle anytime, anywhere. Discover a better way to buy with Woodhouse.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The yellow jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people, you know, we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
The way we use electricity has changed a lot over the years. What hasn't changed is our commitment to make sure it's there the moment you need it. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
At the break of the Class D2 state tournament, second half of the bracket, where Maywood Hayes Center has a 15-point lead over Elm Creek, 30-15. Kaylin Devin, Andy Klassen on News Channel Nebraska from the Bob Devaney Sports Center. This place is beautiful.
Yes, it is, and they do a great job not only hosting volleyball throughout the season, but boy, it looks like a basketball mecca when it comes to high school basketball this time of season.
It is so cavernous as the players are beginning to find out, but Elm Creek and Maywood Hayes Center, they already knew that coming in because they played here a year ago, both making the state tournament. Let's take a look at our halftime highlights. They are brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. We'll tell you exactly, show you a little bit about how that first half happened. was a little bit of a slow start for Maywood Hayes Center. Three-pointer from Quintana buckets. Good start for Elm Creek. Then an answer as Schwenk puts it in. First points of the game for Maywood Hayes Center. This was the start of an 8-0 run. Hayden Farr came back with another three. 6-0 run for the Wolves. And all of a sudden, the Wolves are starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Kick out. Here's Anders for three, and that one is good. He also comes the other way. Anders, the pass to Hayden Farr with a throwdown. We've seen two of those. That is more than last state tournament for Maywood Hayes Center, but Elm Creek not done yet. How about the move by Sit inside, knocking it in and drawing the foul. And Jerry Ingeson, emotional throwdown. I remember when I could do that.
There you go.
It was
but
never.
Yeah, we saw the highlights that we expected to see in the first half from Maywood Hayes Center. What was most impressive for me, you just saw the big dunk there from Ingeson. 7 rebounds. The guy is everywhere. He impacts the game in so many different ways, and it really makes life difficult. The way he mans that zone defense at the top, you saw why they put him there. He gets those pokeaways, those steals, and then he can finish with authority at the rim.
10.7 rebounds for Jerry Ingeson, 15-point lead for Maywood Hayes Center. But Elm Creek not out of it yet, down by 15 points. It is a little bit of a tall task, but this team can shoot. Andy, what do they need to do to create a little bit of momentum and climb back in this one?
I'm going to keep it simple. They just need to make shots. They've had a lot of nice takes, especially when they kind of push the tempo. You know, they hit the brakes and they speed up. I like how they're trying to disrupt things as far as the pace of play goes. But when they get the ball to the rim, it just feels like they rush the shots a little bit. And Oberg, we highlighted him as the leading scorer in the pregame. He's got to get going. I think he only has 1 bucket here in the first half.
Yeah, Elm Creek cannot be intimidated on the inside. They need to find a way to find some scoring against Maywood Hayes Center, but I'm pretty sure Colby Hamilton and the Wolves pretty happy with how they've started. Lob Village in full swing at the Bob Devaney Sports Center.
Took them a while to get into a rhythm, but when they did, look out. They can score from beyond the arc and then at the rim, above the rim. A really fun team to watch.
So get ready, Maywood Hayes Center, the 2 seed, 30 points. The 7 seed, Elm Creek, 15 points. Looking for a rally from the Buffaloes for our third quarter, coming up on News Channel Nebraska.
I think if you're somebody who's starting a business, or you're a farmer, or you just want somewhere to trust with your finances, you should choose Midwest Bank, because we work very hard to understand your situation and be a part of every step that you're going through. We truly care what's happening in our communities. We want to be out there, be a part of what's going on, and you'll feel the heart that we have for our communities. You'll feel the belief we have in our customers, and you'll really understand that that's the Midwest Bank way.
Well, predictably, Colby Hamilton, the Maywood Hayes Center coach, he was pretty pleased with the 30-15 lead his team's play at halftime. He said he was particularly happy with defense, holding Elm Creek to just 15. He said what keyed that late second half spurt when he brought the 3 bench players in to spell his 3 starters in foul trouble. He said that was the difference there in that first half, building that big lead. He wants to see more of it in the second half. Talking to Tanner Cavaney of Elm Creek, he said his team just plain did not play well in half number 1. They had bad passes that led to transition opportunities. Then on the offensive side, they were able to get to the rim, but they weren't able to convert. The message to his team at halftime, they're going to need to change those things if they want their season to continue. Guys?
Thanks, Michael. Oh, how about this? Wow.
It's an intimidating bison right there, the Buffalo of Elm Creek. Loud and proud. Some good stuff there from Mr. Shively. And yeah, you know, there's so many things to point at and to look at, but that was a great point that Colby Hamilton, head coach of the Wolves, made, talking about his bench. I was thoroughly impressed with Charlie Callis, how he came in, supplied them with 4 rebounds, really cleaned up the glass, didn't allow for those second shot opportunities for Elm Creek.
Another game coming up after this one. It's Walt Hill and Sumner Eddyville Miller. Should be a really fun one. Battle of the 3 and the 6 seed. Winner of this game will take on the winner of that game, of course, and we'll be down to our final 4 in D2 as Shelton and Wynot won earlier today. Shelton, a barn burner, biting their nails a bit, but they survived, while Wynot took St. Mary's kind of bluntly to the woodshed.
Yeah, they got the better of the Cardinals there. And for the Flyers, it was nice to see during their last season, their final season as a school, that they did get to make the trip down to the state tournament. Played well, just came up a little bit short.
Oberg trying to get started from 3, no good, and out of bounds.
Like that take, like that design coming out of the break, trying to get Oberg involved, give him a look, a ball screen there. That's a shot he's more than capable of knocking down.
Just a sophomore, he's got a lot more time playing basketball to come at Elm Creek. We'd love to see him get started right now. It's almost a steal. Great effort there from Isaiah Quintana. Almost crashed into us.
Quintana's made a couple impact plays so far here. Nearly came away with the takeaway on that one.
Extra pass into the corner for Gerlach and Hayden Farr. Man-to-man look here, evidently, for Elm Creek.
Yeah, and they're making a point to let you know that we're extending it clear out to the half-court line, basically. But they're still leaving one extra guy in the lane. So that backside, they move the ball around. They're going to find a shooter wide.
Farr looks to create his own shot. He can't quite do it. The run out from Elm Creek. Oberg. Another nice look from the Buffaloes.
Oberg is just off.
Three-pointer, Anders, no good. Hits back iron and can't knock it down. And this is Harbor that goes up. Andrew Harbor can't finish. And thrown away again. Harbor with another chance.
Had the right idea. He had the right idea, did Harbor, trying to cut across the rim, use his body to shield himself from the initial defender. That help defense got there. We give him credit. He's able to pick up the foul, draw the whistle, get himself to the foul line.
And what a story from Drew Harbor, a guy who's vocal. But of course, you heard Michael talk about it. At halftime, Drew Harbor had a near-death scare from blood clots his sophomore year. Didn't think he'd ever play basketball again, but here he is.
That really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? Spent 10 days in a hospital. Pretty much told him your athletic career is over, and he was able to battle through that.
Great story. Still a 15-point lead. No one has scored in the first minute and 45 seconds. Anders looking inside for Ingeson, who finds his way in, but then has it knocked away and out of bounds.
When Ingeson basically went up, he had 4 Navy jerseys around him.
That's the rule, is stick to number 22. Yeah. Three-pointer off the inbound, hits back iron and out. And this pass is taken away. Cody Schwenk with the steal. Down the court, and Colby Hamilton will call a timeout. No points scored to open up the third quarter after 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Mayhay on top by 15 over Elm Creek. This is News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Colby Hamilton called the timeout for Maywood Hayes Center. No points for either side to open up the third quarter. A little sluggish offensively.
Well, and both these teams really get after you defensively. Elm Creek, like we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, they're very versatile. We've seen man-to-man. They also left that man-to-man and went to a straight-up zone in the same possession. You just never know what you're going to get.
Elm Creek swarming to the ball right now, but finding his way through. Ingeson gets his own rebound with the putback.
And that put him at 10 boards. So there's his double-double, which he averages just crazy, insane numbers.
Don't forget about that. This is nothing new for Jerry Ingeson. With the right hand and the foul as the great day from Cade Sint continues.
Yeah, excellent job working the left side of that lane. Once again, getting the defender off of his spot, going up strong with the ball, that right hand.
8 points for Sint. And make it 9 with his friendly roll free throw. He's going to make that patent pending.
It's okay to use the iron.
Hey, doesn't matter how it looks as long as it goes in. Guarantee you that no coach cares as long as it drops. Three-pointer left side hits nothing but the backboard. And Elm Creek
looking
down by
push.
14. This ball comes into the scorer's table. Sint crashed into it.
Well, that was quite the collision, too. Yeah, Sint hit his head up
on the
against
back.
The screen.
You could hear the Elm Creek faithful. They wanted the call.
Kind of a loose ball type of deal. Both guys are going for it.
He's okay.
Yeah, I don't think he was going to check out.
I don't think anything's going to stop him from playing. Sint just bats the ball away. Had to slam it away from Schwenk. And here comes Mayhay.
Defense was there. They weren't going to allow that backdoor pass.
Feeding it inside to Ingeson before creating space to Callis. No. Great look. Here's Sint with the run out, one-on-one. Got it to go.
Fantastic job with the hesitation. Give Keim a lot of credit, too, advancing the ball up the court.
11 points for Cade Sint. Ingeson doesn't get it. Up the court, and then this pass thrown away.
Yeah. Hey, if you're going to try and shift gears and run with the Wolves, you're going to turn the ball over every so often. It's just kind of a gamble that I feel Elm Creek feels they need to take.
They're trying to pick up the pace of their offense. If you can get a run out against a team like this, go for it. But it can turn into turnovers like we just saw.
Yep.
Ingeson drops down to the court and fouled.
Yeah, the 2-3 zone that time. Trying to get 3 bodies down in the painted area. Yeah, that's just kind of a, that's a mismatch right there. 5'9" freshman, 6'7" senior.
Buffaloes wanted the jump ball and didn't get it. We're halfway through the third quarter. It is a 12-point Mayhay lead. Farr takes the 3. Misses it a bit short. I got the ball.
There you go. Good hand.
Yes.
You just hear that thunder of the Buffalo running down the court there. Deflected out.
Inside for Ingeson. Things are starting to get a little chippy.
Yeah, turnovers back and forth here. This is where Elm Creek needs to steal a bucket or two.
And they do steal a bucket underneath. As Jeremiah Shoemaker gets it to go. 10-point game, 3.5 to play. And a timeout on the court. Maywood Hayes Center still leading. Coming back after this.
Atlo's fiber internet has definitely increased the productivity of our office. It's one of those things with internet and being a marketing company, we have to have it on and running all the time. And it's always up. We don't run into lags, we don't run into latency issues. It doesn't vary throughout the day, it doesn't vary on weekends or busy time periods. They have local service here. We need to go talk to somebody. They're just a quarter of a mile away for us to be able to chat with somebody. And that is a huge peace of mind for me as a business owner. So not hesitate at all to recommend Allo to anybody.
(32-22), Maywood Hayes Center with a 10-point lead. But since the start of the third quarter, Elm Creek, we've done exactly what we said they needed to do, and that is just chisel away at the 15-point lead.
Quinn Oberg did a fantastic job driving the ball to the middle lane, the nifty little bounce pass underneath the Shoemaker, get that wraparound lay-in. You're saying more of that, please, if you're a fan of the Buffaloes.
Elm Creek starting to get a little bit more aggressive. Underneath, there you see the aggression, but it turns into a foul. Shoemaker.
Ingeson just does everything for this Wolf team. And that's one of them right there. Leads the team, or he's right there as one of the team leaders with assists, over 70 on the season. And we've seen it a couple times here tonight where he could force the issue. He could collapse the defense in on himself, but no, he draws the defense to him, and then he's looking for the feed to get his teammates involved, like you saw right there. Callis getting to the line.
Ingeson, a polarizing player, as Callis connects on both free throws. He's got 4 points. The lead back up to 12. Kime up the court. Descent. Oberg left open for three, still finding his rhythm.
What a board.
Nice move, open, Quintana, no. Fighting for it, and another one from who else? Who other than Cade Sint?
And Sint's the one that came up with the offensive rebound. He was everywhere that possession.
Kick out, Maywood Hayes Center, one dribble, wanted it. Callis passes it off, and now over the other end. Here's Farr for three. Hits the iron and misses it. Ingeson lost it. Tries again. No offensive foul. No foul at all, and here comes Elm Creek. Bounce pass, no looker, Kime. Oberg open for three. In and out.
Kime did a fantastic job finding Oberg across the court. And that's the look, that's the shot you want. You're Elm Creek.
Elm Creek is laying it all on the line. No quit in these Buffaloes.
Yeah, they're not giving up an inch. They're back within 10. Looking to make a run here.
This gets batted away. How about this? As a head coach, you've got to be loving this, Tanner Cavany, from the energy that Elm Creek has opened up the third quarter with.
Yeah, the defense you knew could help them stay in this one. They're back within 10. Now they just obviously needed to keep the defense up, but that offense has to match a little bit.
Buffalo foul.
You never know which team, you know, the officials, I feel they're allowing, you know, a little bit of the ticky-tack stuff to go. There's little pushing, little shoving underneath. You never know who's that's going to favor. And I feel at times it's really favored Elm Creek, but then at other times, Maywood Hayes Center is taking advantage of the kind of the rough style of play.
I think you just, you have to find your opportunity and choose. Here's another miss. Quintana with the rebound. Oberg on the run, head of steam, and he's fouled. Quinn Oberg with 2 points today. Again, he's their leading scorer, averages 18, and he's heading to the line.
Just right there at the end, you saw that little motion where they armed, the hand came down from Ingeson. Good call.
Oberg drains the first one.
That's a true shooter right there.
Yeah, you want to get this guy, you want to find some rhythm for Quinn Oberg. If you can get him shooting in a rhythm, watch out, because Elm Creek will be stomping on back.
Hey, it's a 3-possession game now.
Make it 8 points. The lead was 15. And continuing to chisel Elm Creek. Maywood Hayes Center in a bit of a trap. Anders gets away from it. Kine comes up with a steal. Here's Oberg up the lane with the left hand. In and out again, Oberg. But the rebound is good from Quintana.
His 5th board of the game, and the Buffalo fans are fired up.
6-point game. That's no good. Oberg with the rebound, and a Maywood Hayes Center foul.
It is crazy to say, but this frantic pace, I feel, is really favoring Elm Creek right now. They're taking advantage of turnovers, runouts. They're getting offensive rebounds. They're just a half a step ahead of Maywood Hayes Center.
Oberg going back to the line, and Quinn Oberg, we've seen him shoot today, and it feels like everything that he's putting up goes in and comes back out. You got to feel for the guy at some point.
And he is a pure scorer. You know, you don't average 18 points per game.
By accident?
Yeah.
Oberg will try to make it a 5-point game, and he does.
Okay, I think if you'd tell Elm Creek fans, all right, down 5 with a minute left to go in the third, would you take it? I think you would.
Oh yeah, here's Ingeson, baseline. Trapped. And a foul against the Buffaloes.
Yeah, it was getting pretty physical down there. Look at head coach Hamilton. That was also in front of their bench.
Goes against Quintana, so no more fouls to give here for Elm Creek. Next one would be double bonus. There's Kime, the freshman, with the steal, turns it in, too high. Oberg, the rebound, it's good! 3-point game, what a rally from the Buffaloes.
It wasn't just Kime running the entire court. Everybody was down there. Oberg with a huge offensive board.
Maywood Hayes Center in a frenzy, 3-pointer. How about the answer? Grady Erickson. 6-point game again.
The super sophomore from the corner.
Kime takes the 3. Got it again! Freshman mania. 37-34, 5 seconds to play in the third quarter, and a foul that goes against Kime.
And that was right in front of his bench and coaching staff, and man, did that fire everybody up over there wearing that navy blue.
Buffaloes have stampeded back in this thing. The emotion giving Maywood Hayes Center some trouble.
Well, it's been their ability to really shift gears. You know, you never know exactly what they're going to do each and every time down the court. Man, they've been able to turn it on at times, really push the tempo. Other times they try and get in that half court, you know, kind of slow things down, grind you away.
Gerlach, a huge free throw attempt with 3.2 to play in the third. Elm Creek down by 15 to start the third quarter. They're down by 3. Gerlach rattles in the free throw. A chance from Elm Creek, too strong. And that ends the third quarter. We got a ball game. Maywood Hayes Center clinging to a 4-point lead as Elm Creek storms back 38-34. One more quarter to play. Who is going to advance?
Salas weaving in, weaving out, and skying for Hey sports fans, looking for a convenient pit stop before or after the game? Look no further than Good To Go convenience stores. We're here to keep you going. Fuel up your tank with a refreshing drink and grab one more snack for the road. Good To Go, your winning play for game day.
And hey, I can dunk it too.
Good To Go convenience stores. Fuel up for the game locations in Lincoln, York, Geneva, Bruning, and Hebron.
We all know that just getting to school in rural communities can be a challenge. Sometimes kids having to go dozens of miles to commute from the farm or ranch. That can get especially tough in inclement weather. Once you get to school, if you go to Maywood or Hayes Center, then to get to practice, it's a whole nother journey. A 26-mile trek by gravel that takes about 40 minutes. But if there's inclement weather, there's some moisture, they have to go on the highway through Wallace, and it takes an hour. You're going more than 60 miles. That is just one way to get to practice. 2-hour round trips. They did it once this year, had to do it 10 times during a rough winter last season. That really makes you treasure practice.
Yeah, and that would be frustrating to say the least, but you weather the storm, you stay in there and get that practice into the adversity turned into a state tournament berth for Maywood Hayes Center.
Yeah, two battle-tested teams, as we mentioned. Yeah, they've been through a lot of different things throughout the season.
Inside, this pass poked out. Elm Creek comes away with it. Here's Oberg. Maywood Hayes Center led 30-15 at halftime. It's a 4-point game. Oberg starting to kickstart a little bit. Oberg takes the three.
Oh.
There's Ingeson with the board. He's down to the court. And no foul called either way. These officials continue to let him play. Hayden Farr for three. No. Offensive rebound up and no good, but a foul.
I think there might have been a foul there on Anders before the putback. And he took a shot going up for that rebound. Mentioned the physicality starting to kind of amp up here. There it was.
Yeah, you got it. There on Andrew Harbor. Drew Harbor making some good plays. The energy guy wide open. And Schwenk doesn't want that shot. Ingeson using the body, floats it up and got it.
Dang. You just kind of feel like that type of shot's going to be there for him just about every possession if he wants to take it.
6-point game. Oberg in the corner wants this one. No good off back iron. Another offensive rebound and then take it away from Brummels. Oberg has not got going from three like you wanted them to for Elm Creek. Those will fall eventually, right?
You got to believe so if you're a Buffalo fan. Now you're seeing a nifty, it's a man-to-man defense, but they are quick to come off on the backside to give that quick double team underneath. It's a tough defense to diagnose, when you're trying to attack.
Nobody there, and then this ball out of bounds. Colby Hamilton frustrated, and easy to see why. Gerlach had it. No one around him under the rim.
Just lost the handle, had a freebie.
Bounce pass to Sint inside. Quintana. Gets it around the defense, the arms of Ingeson. Back to Quintana. Now to Sint in the corner for three. Sint, no good. High flying rebound for Hayden Farr. Now Ingeson, kick out. Timeout called by Colby Hamilton and Maywood Hayes Center, and time is dwindling. 5:45 to play. 40-34, Mayhay leading Elm Creek.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
it wasn't. But this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa checking at Liberty First Credit Union.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Aloe. You deserve the fiber things in life. Aloe Fiber. And by Unity Eye Centers, your provider of choice in Norfolk, Columbus, Grand Island, Pierce, and St. Paul.
Mayhay on top of Elm Creek, 42-34. 5:45 remaining. Maywood Hayes Center led by as many as 15.
Yeah, the physicality of this game is really putting a lot of pressure on the officials. Cade Sint wouldn't have a word with the officials, thinking, hey, there should have been a shove there.
There's Ingeson and one. Look at Jerry Ingeson finishing, and he is fired up.
Yes, he is, but look how he goes to celebrate. He doesn't get in the face of the opponent. He finds his guys. I like that energy, and I like how he goes about it.
Jerry Ingeson looking for the three-point play, and he's got it. 9-point lead again for Maywood Hayes Center. Can Elm Creek stay in the fight? Oberg almost lost it. Quintana open, and then the door immediately closes. Kick out, time for three. Another one from the freshman, Colton Kime. He's got 7, and a timeout from Elm Creek.
Just enough, Kalen, who's have this 3-second timeout. But Elm Creek's playing inside out. What do I mean? They penetrate just a little bit, draws that zone in, and they're finding shooters on the perimeter, and those shots, you asked a moment ago, will they fall? Yes, they're starting to fall for the Buffaloes.
Love the energy from Kime, 43-37. That penetration, it's the penetrate and kick. You find the opening on the outside, and you're looking for those openings.
Yep.
Elm Creek wasn't really hitting those in the first half, but starting to find the bottom of the barrel.
You just kind of take advantage of that aggressive nature that the Wolves like to play that zone defense in, and if you can collapse them in, bring them in just enough, that's going to create space for your shooters out on that three-point line. And yeah, you saw how fired up Colton Kime was, the freshman. That's one of the things, if you're going to kind of be loud and proud like Ingeson is, well, it's liable to come back your way, isn't it?
Trying to answer back, Erickson a three. There's the offensive rebound from Ingeson. Can't finish, and this time he does. Grabs 2 rebounds on his way to the finish.
Give him 13 boards, my goodness.
8-point lead for Lob Village. Quintana over the right side, kick out, wants another one. Oberg still can't find it. Offensive rebound. Kime wants another one. He's got another one. The third for Colton Kime.
You just got to find double 4 right now if you're Elm Creek. Where's our shooter? Where's the hot hand?
Pass is poked away. Oberg inside, up, and no. 2 free throws coming from Quinn Oberg.
Oberg did a fantastic job forcing the issue. Knew he had his defender backpedaling, got into him, got into the lane, drew the whistle.
Still fighting.
Yeah, didn't get that layup to go.
Elm Creek led this game 5-0, and they haven't led since.
Well, you knew you had to have something, a little maybe out of the ordinary, some helping hands, and that has been Colton Kime down the stretch here in the second half, knocking down some huge triples.
Got them both. Free throws for Quinn Oberg. 45-42, separated by a triple.
That's a dangerous spot. Dribbling into that half-court trap.
Schwenk trapped on the wrong side of the court, and it turns into a turnover. Keim is there instead, left hand, no good. Could have had a penetrating kick. Here's one from Mayhay for three. Schwenk. This goes out of bounds after the foul, and Jerry Ingeson returns to the free throw line.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, they're just got to get multiple bodies on number 22. He's just wrecking the joint down there. 14, 15 rebounds. Young man's doing a lot of different things here.
Free throw short from Jerry Ingeson. And an unbelievable game so far. Both free throws missed. Huge trip at the line for Maywood. Hayes Center results in nothing there. And a trap turns to Oberg. Off back iron, had a nice look. Couldn't cash in.
Just can't buy a bucket, but I like how he's staying aggressive.
This kicked into the fifth row of the stands.
A little oomph behind it, didn't it? Well, that ball really ricocheted up into the, forget the third row.
Yes.
That was about the 8th or 9th row. Good hands. Good hands, Mom.
Schwenk trapped, has to get out of it. And a timeout called by Colby Hamilton, and that's a great timeout to have.
He's got to be so frustrated right now how that ball's getting kind of caught up in harm's way, well behind that three-point line. They're not even getting into their offense right now.
Getting nitty-gritty, 45-42. Maywood Hayes Center clings onto that three-point lead over Elm Creek.
Hello, this is Greg from Family Physical Therapy. We've grown a lot since we opened our doors in 1993, but our philosophy remains to provide excellent patient care above all else. Our patients are greeted with smiles, and our therapists are driven by their patients' success in achieving goals. We provide physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy to those of all ages. Family Physical Therapy has locations across Nebraska. Stop by a clinic near you today.
(45-42). First round, Class D2 state tournament. Maywood Hayes Center led by as many as 15. Now a steal from Elm Creek. Here's Keim. Got to slow it down, and he does, and it's a one-point game.
Fantastic job, starting up just at the right at the end there, going up strong with that right hand on the left side.
Under 3 to play. Ingeson tries to go up, and he's going back to the free throw line.
Back and forth we go. Ingeson looking to go to the top row right there.
He just stared down. I wondered. Stare down Cade Sint a little bit. Misses the free throw.
This is the wrong time to go cold at the line, obviously.
Ingeson, second attempt. Got it. Elm Creek trails by 2. Oberg wants it all. Foul on the floor. Just the second foul against the Wolves in this fourth quarter.
And Elm Creek's already up to 4, so the next time they commit a foul, that's going to send Mayhay to the line. That is
Hayden
5.
Farr just fouled out.
Wow. Only their second foul as a team, but that fouls out one of their leaders in Hayden Farr.
Had 5 points tonight, averages about 15 on the season. Right wing, it's Brummels to Sint. Was trying to take it inside. It's taken away by Ingeson. Slow him down, goes to the rack and finishes, and a foul.
so good with the ball in his hands, accelerates by a defender, still has the wherewithal, and the ups, Kalen, to get up there and finish at the rim. And you can see kind of a palms up there, and I agree with Quintana saying, hey, I fouled him at the three-point line. I didn't want him to get to the rim.
I think if you're Oberg, you might just let him go. Makes the free throw, and that's a big one. Back to a 5-point lead. Elm Creek has brought it within 1. It's back up to 5. 2.5 to play.
You can just feel how heavy each and every possession is right now for Elm Creek.
Oberg wants one of these to drop, and still in and out. Oberg under the rim. Can he create his own space? No.
Oh, goodness.
Ingeson with the rebound. Fourth quarter tonight brought to you by Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Lincoln has to offer. Discover more at Lincoln.org, and another jam.
So right there you're seeing if you're going to allow a little bit of shove on one end, you're going to allow the playthrough on the other.
And a foul against Maywood Hayes Center.
And what I'm getting at there, Kalen, is they're allowing Elm Creek and these defenders to kind of body up and be physical with Ingeson. Well, so when Ingeson retaliates and gets his backside into that defender as kind of a retaliation shove, you know, they're going to let it go both ways. That contact is, right now, it's favoring the Wolves.
What a play off the back and the bucket. Timeout called on the court, but we got to check this thing out again.
Quintana with a nifty little play.
You take advantage of the snoozer, Quintana.
This is
off the back and puts it in. It's a 5-point game, 51-46. 1 minute, 37 seconds to play. Elm Creek is fighting to stay alive in this.
I mean, that's a tough shot anyway. I know you see that play, but usually it's off a guy's back who's just under the rim, so it's just a little 2-foot bunny shot. That was one of those in-betweeners, 7 to 8 foot baseline jumpers. I felt like Isaiah Quintana's like, well, I already made the highlight play. Now I got to drain it, right? I got to hit that sideline jumper.
And then here's Ingeson.
So that's what I was talking about a moment ago. You saw how Sin initially got in to Ingeson, and they didn't call the foul. They didn't have the quick whistle. So when Ingeson retaliates and backs into his defender, they're going to let a little bit of that go.
Yeah, Sint and Ingeson, they have been at each other throughout this game.
Yeah.
Sint checks out. He just ran to the locker room. I wasn't sure if
might need to be bandaged up a little bit. Boy, he was really, you know, battered and kind of bruised up when he fell into the scores table right in front of us, you know.
Yeah. Cade Sint just ran to, maybe he needed the drink, and he's rubbing his face, trying to get that sweat off. Maybe a bloody nose. He's getting checked at an official's timeout here.
Oh, we're going to get a 30-second from Elm Creek.
51-46, 1:37 to play. Quick 30 seconds. We'll be back in 30 seconds on News Channel Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Maywood Hayes Center leading by 5, 1:33 to play. Caden Sint back in the game. He's okay. He got sick. He had to run to the trash can. And he fights for the loose ball, jump ball. Possession goes back to the Buffalo. Look at Cade Sint. Have you ever seen the movie Semi-Pro where they say you go so hard until you throw up? That's what Cade Sint's been doing today.
Literally, right?
Seriously.
Yeah.
51-46. Sin telling Oberg to clear and finds him on the roll. Almost lost it, back out to Sin. Tried to get rid of it, ball on the ground, everybody's got it.
Oh, you got the timeout.
Timeout called. Yep. Hamilton, nice one.
Anders got the loose ball. I love seeing all this effort. Bodies just flying all over the floor. But Jackson Anders with the wherewithal to call that timeout, save that possession.
1:01 to play, 51-46. We're going to keep this here on News Channel Nebraska Class D2 State Tournament. Remember, Maywood Hayes Center led by 15 points at the break. Elm Creek fought their way back. They brought it down to 1.
Yep, got it within 1.
Never been able to climb over that hump yet. And going to take a lot of work here in the final 61 seconds.
Yeah, some things are going to have to go their way. Obviously, I mean, I think you want to foul quick, and I don't know. That's kind of been a bugaboo for Maywood Hayes Center is their foul shooting. They haven't been as consistent as maybe the fans were in that neon green here at the Devaney Center would like them to be.
Shooting 10 of 16 from the free throw line. You'd like that to be just a little bit cleaner. And here we go.
All right, so the Wolves, Mayhay, they're in the double bonus. So as soon as a foul.
Pass into Ingeson. He gets bumped. And he's going back to the line. Got a big smile on his face, too.
I think that whistle kind of favors Elm Creek. I know Brummels maybe wasn't looking for that foul, but that's going to conserve as much clock as possible.
Jerry Ingeson, huge free throws. 25-point night for him. He gets the first.
So 26 points, 15 rebounds, stuffs the stat sheet once again.
Seven-point game. Elm Creek needs a quick bucket. You'd love a three. Here's Sint, 50 seconds. Oberg, inside jumper, it's fouled. Ingeson thought he had full block, didn't get it. Oberg going back to the line.
Didn't put up too much of an argument, was looking for the block. But the way he was converging out, trying to close out on the shooter, there was some contact on the back end here. Gonna look at it. See how he...
Maywood Hayes Center fans not happy about it.
Yeah.
First free throw good from Oberg.
We did get into Oberg and didn't really allow him, you know, a platform to land on. I think that was the biggest thing right there. Seen that been called from the top down, NBA, college, high school. You have to allow the shooter area to land after the jump shot.
Both free throws good from Oberg. Back to a 5-point game. Schwenk is trapped. Goes off of the shoe of a Buffalo.
Dangerous play.
You love the trap here.
Yeah.
From Elm Creek.
Yeah, they've just been doing a fantastic job with this full court pressure at times here this evening.
And there's a foul. That will send Schwenk to the free throw line.
We're going to get Harbor here. Little offensive, defensive substitutions. The hot hand, the freshman, Colin Kime entering back into the game.
Man, he's played well in this second half. 7 points. Or his free throw good. 13 points. Or Colton Kime.
Yeah, went on quite a run here in the second half. Canning threes. From the left side.
Loves his spot. Schwenk misses the second
big one
of two free throws.
That was big.
Elm Creek down 6, 35 seconds. Finds Quintana in the corner. No! Great look for Elm Creek. Quintana couldn't knock it down. 26 seconds and Engeson is fouled. That's the look that you look for.
Really was. Heck of a job getting that pass across the baseline. Quintana, he knocked down a shot just a moment ago off the baseline. Looked true, in and out. And Erickson, Grady Erickson, coming up with a loose ball rebound for the Wolves on the other side.
Engeson trying to seal the deal. Knocks him down. 29 points. Oberg steps inside, goes right up to the rim and puts it in with the left hand. 18.6 to play. Yeah, you like that.
Yep, and it was quick. It was on time. You're extending the game here. You get the timeout. You're going to talk over your next 2, 3, 4 possessions. And I think you're going to see a lot of rinse repeat. We're going to initially trap, but we don't have a lot of time to work with it. We don't get that steal right off the inbounds and that first kind of poke. Minister the foul, extend this game out. Hope that Maywood Hayes Centers is, untrue. Hope they miss from the foul line.
Thanks for tuning in on News Channel Nebraska. Kalen Devin and Andy Klassen, 56-50. And if you would like to follow along on any of our updates, go to X at NCN Sports. Got a ton of great stuff, videos, photos from multiple games throughout the past week from Girls State last week, and then all throughout Boys State this week. We'll have stuff on X. Again, that's at NCN Sports.
Great handle to follow. I mean, for all high school and even collegiate sports across the state, covering Doane, UNK, Peru State, and of course the Huskers.
We got them all. Mayhay leads by 6. Crucial time for both teams. Can Elm Creek force a turnover? Wide open is Anders. High pass. This might turn into a turnover.
Oh.
And there's a bump. Oberg's got it. Quintana for 3. No. Engeson with the board. And a jump ball will go back to Maywood Hayes Center. 2 great looks. With 6.7 to play.
How about Brummels with the takeaway, or Harbor with the takeaway? You had the open 3. Oh, man, it was right there.
It actually will stay with Elm Creek. Or no, and now it is Maywood Hayes Center. So they thought they were able to keep it.
Quintana trying to sneak in there.
And here you're just trying to pass the ball in and get away. Throw it up. Engeson fouled with 5.5 to play. Maywood Hayes Center is 5.5 ticks from winning another game at state for the 2nd straight year.
It wasn't easy. Elm Creek gave them all they can handle. We got to credit the Buffaloes. Love their defensive efforts, the way they were to stay versatile. They push the tempo at times. Man, the way they were able to churn over the Wolves and then go on that run in the 3rd quarter. Impressive performance from the Elm Creek Buffaloes.
First free throw good. Second one as well, 58-50. 31 points for Engeson, 16 rebounds. Sint goes right up, can't finish, and Elm Creek, they laid it all on the line, but Mayhay gets it done again. The Wolves survive and advance, and that's all what it's about when it comes to this state tournament. 58-50, Maywood Hayes Center will live to fight another day.
Impressive, very impressive. Talked about the Buffaloes, but how about Maywood Hay Center weathering the storm, understanding that they just had to be true to who they were and how they operate their offense, finding Ingerson throughout the second half, and crucial moments propelled them to victory here this evening.
We have our top plays as well as our player of the game, an interview with head coach Colby Hamilton. It's coming up on News Channel Nebraska as the Wolves walk out as winners.
Zollner Ford in Beatrice has options to make the process of buying or maintaining vehicles easy and enjoyable. If you have your sights on a new vehicle, a member of our sales team would love to show it to you in the warmth of our showroom or bring it right to your driveway. For maintenance, we offer a few options to make service appointments convenient, like free pickup and delivery within 25 miles of Beatrice, including all of Lincoln. We can also come to you with our mobile service unit to help quickly get going again. Zollner Ford in Beatrice, sales and service with a smile.
Your life can change with one heartbeat, and that was mine. Pregnant at 16, scared, and wondering how my mother would react was terrifying. This is Selma. I made the right decision. I can't imagine if I would have ended this beautiful life. Your baby is a person that deserves their life and your love. Adelina has filled my life with tremendous joy. There are difficult times, it's a life changer, but I wouldn't have had it any other way. My faith is my strength. You are not alone. Call your local pastor to talk.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
The victorious Wolves, Coach Colby Hamilton. Coach, man, halftime 30-15, you're feeling good. Second half was nuts. What got it done for this team in the end?
Well, yeah, up 30-15. We played 1-3-1 majority of the game, and we uncharacteristically kind of turned the ball over there in the second half. They cranked up the pressure, and I don't think our pressure was as good on our defensive end to get some of our runouts in the first half. So credit to them. They got some runouts and got their offense going, so we switched to man-to-man there late in the game, and that kind of slowed them down a little bit. And we took care of the ball better, too, and we're able to knock some free throws down at the end, too, so that always helps.
You guys play such an exciting brand of basketball. What makes it happen for this group to add some flair, some energy to spice things up?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we want to score points, want to get out and run, get some dunks, and that always gets the crowd going, and get a lot of shots up and get some points on the board. So that's to me, the funnest way to play basketball. So the kids do a great job. We demand a lot of them, but they work hard for us.
You guys got this done in large part because of Jerry Ingerson. 30 points tonight. What'd you see from your star senior?
Oh, he was huge for us down the stretch. Battled inside. Very physical game. He was able to battle for offensive rebounds. We didn't shoot the ball great, but he's still able to go grab the ball and get some major putbacks for us. So he was huge as always. You know, he's averaging 20 and 10 for us, and he came up huge for us tonight. Farr went out, so he had to carry a little bit more of the load than usual, but he did great.
What's it going to take to get to the state championship game?
Play better than that. Credit to Elm Creek on that comeback. They had me sweating a little bit over there, but we're going to have to take care of the ball better, shoot the ball a little better than we did, and if we do that, I think we'll put ourselves in position to win.
Congrats, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, Jerry Ingerson, our player of the game, getting some love from Coach. You just dropped 30 in the state tournament and won a game. How's that feel?
Oh, it feels amazing. It's better than, I mean, I like to win more, but, I mean, it's always nice to help out the team like that.
You had a 15-point lead at half. It was cut to 1 late in the fourth quarter. What did it take to finish this game off?
You know, I huddled the team up, got to say, hey, we're still in this. You know, this is our game to win. Kind of just regroup the troops and stuff, and, you know, I mean, take it from there and then never look back after that.
I believe it was 3 dunks tonight. Which one's your favorite?
That standing, he kind of fell down, tried to take a charge. Just rise up and go get it.
All right, this team lost in the semifinals last season. How much does that motivate you to get to the state championship game this time?
It means the world. Like, I want to win it for my teammates so bad. It's their last game. It's not mine because I'm going to play college, but, you know, I just want to win it, win the whole thing for them. So it means a lot. I want to prove everyone wrong, too, that we can make it farther than last year.
What's it going to take for this team to do that and get to the title game?
Clean up the game, handle pressure a little more, and come out in the second half way hotter than we did.
Well, Jerry, congrats on a great game.
Thank you, thank you.
Maywood Hayes Center moving on to the state semifinals, guys.
Jerry Ingeson, the leader, 31 points, 16 rebounds. And he's right. He's not done playing basketball. He's going to go play Concordia, college level. He's not done yet.
No, he's not. And I don't think he wants to be done down here at Lincoln either anytime soon. He wants to extend that high school career as well.
Let's take a look at our top plays brought to you by Currency. If you need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers, all you need is Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com. Maywood Hayes Center and Elm Creek, the 2 seed and the 7 seed. But you can throw the records out the window. Anything can happen in games like this as it starts off with a 3 from Isaiah Quintana, gets Elm Creek on the board. They take an early 6-0 lead, but an answer right back from Cody Schwenk. That was his only field goal from the game, a big 3-pointer. And then how about the slam, throw down Hayden Farr with 2 hands. That was the first of a few dunks tonight for the Maywood Hayes Center Wolves. Then goes up Cade Sint with the bucket, drew the foul, and heads to the free throw line for the and 1. Then a steal. That 1-3-1 turns into another throwdown. It's Ingeson, our player of the game, with the dunk. Maywood Hayes Center led 30-15 at halftime. All of a sudden, Elm Creek starts to draw their way back into it, slowly but surely, chiseling away buckets. 32-20 at this point inside. Nice pass. And the feed from Obert, finding the cut, and the lay-in from Shoemaker. 34-31, it's a 3-point game, and how about the 3-pointer? Brings it back, or excuse me, that was Maywood Hayes Center, increased the lead to 6. Mayhay led by 9. Kick out for the freshman Colton Kime, one of many threes that he had in this second half. And here's Kime again, finding the lane, puts it up, made it a 1-point game. Elm Creek fought all the way back, but Maywood Hayes Center jamming it in, and a little too strong. Elm Creek fought. How about this one too? Off the inbound, off the back in the bucket for Isaiah Quintana. 56-50. This was all over the place. And the kick out, Quintana the 3, couldn't put it in, and effectively ends this one. The rally was there. Elm Creek just not enough, as Maywood Hayes Center gets the victory, 58-50 over Elm Creek. Well, thank you so much for joining us on News Channel Nebraska for our 2-7, but we're not done yet. We have one more game to wrap up the evening, so stick around for Walt Hill and Sumner Eddyville Miller. It's coming up on News Channel Nebraska.